What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Report Card Podcast. I'm your host, Ambitious Ace.
Dang Diddy.
And today we're bringing you the review of the season or the series premiere of a Showtime original, The Chi. So yeah, man, been looking forward to this. You know, they released the episode on YouTube, I don't know how many weeks back, you know, to show everybody. But, you know, everybody.
About a month ago.
Yeah, everybody got an introduction to it. But, you know, it finally aired just this past Sunday, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think about it, man?
Yo, man, when I first started watching this show, very intrigued. Coogie comes off as a really cool character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First thing you see somebody getting shot, I mean, you're like, damn, I guess we are in Chicago, right?
Right.
And, yeah, and it's just like you just took a liking to Coogie. You meet with Detective Cruz shortly after. You know, he's not snitching on it or anything like that. I thought it was cool that he told him, you know, he needed to get some Timbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, a series of unfortunate events followed, I guess, following Coogie. Not everybody else. You know, we got introduced to Brandon, Kevin Papa, his other friend, Keisha, his sister, Kevin's sister, Emmett, who looks like he's going to be one of the central characters in the show.
Right.
And actually, to me, you know, after, you know, spoiler alert, after Coogie was killed, it just seemed like Emmett was immediately the most interesting person on the show. I like Brandon.
Right.
But, like, Emmett's character is just like, you can just see he's on some young boy shit.
Right.
And you don't know how it's going to go. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was great, man. First off, I love the cast on the show, man. The casting was great. I believe it has a real rich, strong, diverse, you know, set of people, actors and actresses, and I think that's really strong already out the gates. You know, like you said, Coogie immediately strike you as, you know, somebody likable, and, you know, for somebody who unfortunately looks like, you know, that was his only episode. I don't know if we'll get like a flashback episode or anything, but for, you know, one episode appearance, he made a striking performance, you know, and I think that was really well done because, you know, most of the time characters like that, they're just one-off characters, but you really felt it, you know, when it happened. But other than that, I like how the premiere set the stage for all the characters and, you know, the story starting to go forward. I can already see some connections being made between, you know, one character and another like that. And I'm interested to see how it's going to go through. Brandon, I feel you on that, how you feel like Emmett's the more interesting character, but with Brandon, I just like interested to see how he's going to follow through with it. I mean, we've seen this kind of story before where somebody's trying to, you know, stay on the good side of life, but then something happens and they tip into the bad side or whatever like that. So I'm interested to see how it plays out. He seems like a real honorable person, you know. Yeah, he's pretty cool. The kids, I'm liking the story with the kids. You know, it set the stage for some interesting things with him. Kevin was the main one.
Yeah.
I thought he did pretty good acting wise. You know, they're finding a lot of these kid stars, man. They're just, you know, impressing me every way. But yeah, what do you think about the whole developments of the first episodes after the deed was done when he got shot and everything like that? How did you feel after? You know, I know it was kind of like surprising, but like you didn't expect it. But how did you feel?
Well, I felt some way towards Ronnie immediately. I'm like, bro, like you really, you know, jump to the conclusion like that,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of mad. I didn't expect him to die. I was just
it's just like you're not even gonna ask him no questions, no nothing.
Just because I thought he was gonna be the main character because, you know, he was witty, he was funny. I was just like, yeah, you know, Coogie, cool character already.
Yeah,
you know, he was into the sneakers. You can tell. I mean, the sneaker culture is pretty big in Chicago. So I like the way they added that into the show. But I just wanted to see him interact with other people more.
Yeah,
like we didn't really get enough of that, and you know, it just sucks that he had to go out like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm really interested in Emmett. Just because, you know, him hiding the girl under the bed, his mom ain't playing no games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him arguing with the girl in the sneaker store. I'm just like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, man, like and this is a dusty dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You carrying on stuff like that. Like, you shouldn't be like that, bro.
Right.
But, you know, the first episode, man, it was really good. It was a really good start to a show. Obviously, some people were comparing it to The Wire already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got that kind of feeling. I wouldn't say I'll compare it all the way
it's
yet,
not,
you know.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
The Wire. I just
No.
want to say that because The Wire is basically, about selling drugs, and then you get to see the drug dealer side, and you get to see the cop side. This is not that. This is pretty much, the South Side of Chicago, and pretty much a murder's happened, and people and the cops trying to solve the murder.
Yeah,
he seems like a pretty honorable cop.
Right.
Detective Cruz seems like a pretty honorable cop, and then he's working with. What is that, Detective Bill Wallace?
I think
that
so.
was acting like a straight ass, and just like, yo, man, they just kill each other, man. It's just like, yo, like it was kind of making me mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Brandon, he's doing this thing as a chef. It looks like homegirl's filling him. That keeps trying.
Yeah,
to
I'm kind of annoyed with that,
promotions.
man. Why? It's always got to be one of those females like that, man. Especially when you're a brother trying to come up, man. Like,
Well, in a movie, of course.
Yeah,
this is the movie, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
The show. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay her no attention. Well, then again, if there's no drama, there's no reason for people to watch, right? So maybe he does slip out and cheat or whatnot.
Yeah.
Alee seems pretty down. You know what I'm saying? And and his mom, his mom is actually from The Wire. Sonia Sohn. I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
And she plays Laverne, and she is from The Wire. She was the female cop. She was Nalty's partner for a while. I think she almost died. She got shot, and people thought she was dead.
She thought,
Yeah, but she's like playing like the alcoholic mother that can't stand her son.
And his
Right,
girl.
his
His girl.
son's girl. So she was spazzing out. And I just like that dynamic. And then, that's episode 2. But it was just a good dynamic. And I enjoyed that whole thing, man.
So what would you rate the first episode?
Man, the first episode was really good, man. I liked it a lot, and I give it an A-.
Same here.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was real well done. It set the tone, and I thought it presented all the characters well. A lot of shows kind of fail on that when it comes to a pilot episode. Setting the tone for the characters and everything like that. But I thought it did it pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with the second episode, it kind of fell. I forgot how it started. It didn't go off right after the little cliffhanger, but with him finding out that Ronnie was the killer, where did it start?
I can't remember 100% where it started. I feel like it basically kind of went back to him being at work.
Okay, I think you're right.
And, what didn't his homeboy tell him?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Because he said it might find out. He might know who the killer was. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, yo, if you got a problem,
hit
give
me
us a
up.
call.
Yeah.
That part, I was just like, yeah, whatever. Don't get me wrong. I know stuff like that happens all the time.
Right.
But that like I said, that wasn't the most interesting part to me.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he was hurting, kept going to the location where his brother was shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that intrigued me was, like, Kevin running from Ronnie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just like, yo, like, what is he trying to catch him for, man? And then, him going to Brandon and kind of pressuring him and, like that.
It was like, you need to handle your business, man. Like, I was like, yo, he's trying to talk to him straight up.
But the thing that really, I think, made me feel something, and spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, is when Emmett took his son to the park, and his son was crying, and he couldn't get him to cry. He couldn't find a babysitter.
Right.
And he literally just jumped over the gate and ran away.
I was like, yo, what are you doing, man?
Yo, I was just like, how could you? Like, I was just thinking, like, how could you do that, yo?
Right.
But the good thing is that it clicked. It like out of nowhere, it just clicked in his head. He knew he was wrong. And he went over there and picked up his son and told him he'd never leave him again.
I'm interested in how his decision to take the money from old boy is going to affect him. The guy in the diner.
He's going to end up working for him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I kind of feel like, did he ever spend that money? I don't think he did.
He didn't, because the babysitter said come back in 2 months.
Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. Hopefully it doesn't end up being for anything bad, but
How did you feel about his Brandon going to see his mom Laverne, and then her new boyfriend?
I love that scene. That was great, because it's just like, it's not your business. First of all, you didn't show up to the funeral. He said, because I don't like funerals. It's too sad. I'm like, look, man, it's our son. It's just like, what kind of man you are, and you're not going to support your woman's son, But I thought it was great because it kind of showed his place in his family. He seems like he was the one that kind of was successful, got out and did his own thing. And I think his mom is like kind of jealous of that in a way, So it kind of got you to understand that family dynamic between them. And, even though he doesn't like the way he treats him or his girl, he's still her son. Yeah. And he's still trying to do things for her. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I like that whole scene a lot, too, man. I wanted Brandon to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, hit his old ass.
He was saying, like, yeah, what's a 4-letter word for something? Or I forgot what he was saying. I'm like, you still hooked up on this word.
He was playing word puzzles. Like, ain't nobody got no time for that.
Exactly.
I was just like, fuck out of here with that. But I just like the way Brandon's attitude. Like, you can see he's just trying to be on the straight and narrow. He's trying to bury himself in the work.
Right,
but it's just getting hard. He saw that notebook of his brother's drawings and stuff like that. I know that hit him hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The detective kind of came up there to talk to him, and you can see the detective's trying to connect. He's trying to find a way to connect without looking intrusive or anything like that, because he knows people know stuff.
Right.
And he's trying his hardest to figure it out. But and then he's got like Bill Wallace, detective Bill Wallace,
being an asshole,
like a straight ass.
Yeah.
You know? And the other thing that had me thinking like Emmett was straight trifling was having his damn baby at the party.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
He tried to hit off the girl in the party.
And
and then the baby popped up, and she's like,
she's
like,
what
you doing?
Yeah.
don't remember none of this. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Dusty, man. Dusty.
But yeah, other than that, what did you think about Ronnie and him trying to, him getting back with his, I guess is this his girl, ex-wife? What? I don't know.
I think it's just the ex-girl.
Yeah.
The girl that he really likes, but she don't really bang with him. But I feel like she's using him right now.
I agree.
So she's just using him temporarily to help, I guess, ease the pain.
I mean, his grandma was trying to tell him straight up. And that was a funny scene, by the way, too.
After, the cop told him that he didn't kill his son. And then he tried to act like he was cool, but then as soon as he drove away, he just dropped the groceries and ran because he knew he fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you done fucked up, right?
And then Brandon hit his boy up, so I guess he's serious about, trying to make a move on him.
Man, I hope he ends up being like, damn, what's the name, and getting out the car.
Yeah.
Was that Kane? Nah, Kane didn't get out of the car. That was Jody. Somebody got out of the car in some movie.
And just say they ain't gonna go through with it.
Yeah, I just hope he.
Yeah, because he got a promising future, and his girl's trying to tell him not to do anything either. But he's just sad.
Yeah. I mean, and it sucks when you actually know the people that did what the deed.
Yeah.
How do you grade this episode?
I give it a B+. I thought it was dope. It was pretty cool. It kept the plot moving along, and I'm just ready to see the next one. Yeah,
this episode was a little bit more kind of like off to me than the first episode. The first episode was great. There was something, and it's slipping my mind right now. There was something that happened that I was just like, nah, that didn't make any sense.
Anything between the kids or anything like that? No?
Nah,
okay.
It had something to do with the adults, and I think it had something to do with like a randomly placed sex scene. It was just like, huh?
Oh, yeah, they had a couple of those episodes.
It was just weird. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'll remember next time. Yeah. But it was just weird. Other than that, the episode was pretty cool, pretty smooth, but it just had a couple of times where I was just like, whatever. But overall, I gave the second episode a B-.
Okay.
I still felt like it was dope, but it was just a couple of things, man. And Jacob Lattimore and Jason Mitchell, man, they're
doing a great job
as an actor. And Kevin, I just want to see him more because he kind of has me laughing, man.
Yeah, especially
with Ron Shea, is that her name?
I think so. And but she got him on the ground and licked him. And
no, well, that was her cousin.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was crazy. I was just like, yo, come on now.
Because Ron Shea, man, she's like, man, she got you pussy.
Yeah.
and it's funny because it's like, yo, these dudes are like in middle school.
Yeah.
Talking crazy like this, man. But
that's what keeps the show authentic because this kid's talking like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know your thoughts on it, and tune in and watch some more. Like, share, and comment, and keep tuning in.
Yeah, man. If y'all want us to keep reviewing this show, man, just let us know in the comments and things like that. Likes, comments, subscribe, all of those good things, man. Keep up with us, man. We got a lot of stuff coming in 2018, man. A lot of stuff we working on right now. Can't tell y'all yet, though. We just gotta do shit. Y'all just see it pop up.
All right. Well, until next time.
Yeah, man.
Peace.